Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special unboxing, something coming in from Penchetta Pen Knife, company out in Scottsdale, Arizona. Let's take a look at this and see what we got. Alright, today I'm opening up my box with my Poikilo Gecko. Got this right after Blade Show, Texas. Beautiful little knife. This is the S1 version. They have different versions of this, but it's an M398 blade steel. Love Poikilo stuff. Oh, so we got a little note there. Howdy, Rob. Have fun playing with the... Okay, please keep this box in case you want to ship it back. I know what to send the label for. Enjoy. Also, I added an exclusive. Ooh, some bourbon vanilla knife oil. Okay, so this is some bourbon vanilla knife oil. Oh, nice. Something that they make, I guess that's exclusive. Okay. So we have a couple things. We have a Penchetta. Oh, this is the one with the right stickers that you're supposed to expect to get. All right, so I'll just tell you what the first thing is. This is really something for the big 10K giveaway. So I'll just let you know. One of the giveaways, Rockscale Design gave a set of scales to the channel for us to give away. But in order to make that worth our time, we needed something to put it on. So this is a Shaman, an S30VN blade steel, right? So this is, well, actually it's not bad on this one. Look at that. So we are going to put it on this S30VN blade steel knife here. So I will be putting it on here, which is G10 scales. So this is what that's going to be for. And you've seen several of my reviews. I might do the actual build of this as a video just to show you, because it's going to be for the 10K. So we may take a look at that as a separate one, but that's what this is. What we really want, well, first of all, we got some oil here. This is kind of cool. I don't know what their oil is. You know, I always use nano oil, but hey, let's see what this is. Honey carbon knife pivot graphite lubricant. Okay. Interesting. Made in the USA. All right. So I typically use nano oil, but we'll give it a try. So typically when you get a Poikilo, you get a couple of stickers, and this is what you should always expect to see, right? And sometimes you don't, because this is the Orca, by the way. Sometimes you don't because it's not included, and you get a cloth with it, and then inside the bag you get a knife, and then that's usually what you get is a knife. Now inside the bag it's sealed, so that we can take a look at this. So we're going to open this very carefully. This is one of those knives I've been wanting to check out. So let's see. Actually, I'll open this very carefully. That way we can probably reseal it if we have to. I actually have a bag sealer, so I could reseal this. So there we go. All right, so this is the Orca. This is the one that won Best Blade, Best Factory Folder at Blade Show Atlanta in 2024. So first of all, beautifully rounded curves, no sharp, oh yeah, that's nice. No sharp spots there. Everything's nice and rounded. The jimping goes all the way out to the edge. I've got good jimping there. We have a fuller. I think I can get in there. I'm not going to try to flip it yet. Utilization all the way to the scale. You got a little lanyard pin in the back. Not necessarily hidden hardware, but there's only 2 screws. That's it. 2 screws, and it's completely hidden, and that's the part that looks like an Orca. So let's see. First of all, let's do the flip. See how nice size though, by the way. Definitely can see a difference in size, right? I think the Terra would be in between. So if I pull that out, so here we go. All right, there's that big, bold, beautiful blade. Look at that. And so we have here BO. I'm not sure what that stands for. Maybe that's the company that helped design it. M398 blade steel. This is what I would call a bead blasted, pearlized kind of finish. Beautiful weight relief on the inside. Inset liner lock. Yep, inset liner lock. Steel bar insert with a ceramic ball. Engagement's about a good 20%. Locked in there nicely. Let's see what the action is like. That's pretty good. Let's do it one more time. Okay, it's a crisp detent for sure. All right, so let's see. Can we use a fuller? We absolutely can use the fuller. Okay, so some people couldn't use the fuller. Let's see, left-handed. Well, hold on, it's gonna get in there. Oh, maybe a little low. Okay, so left-handed fuller is going to be a little tight. Right-handed? No problem. Just kind of get used to it. It's a pretty crisp little detent on there. Oh yeah, that's a really strong detent on that one. Ooh, crispy, crunchy detent. It is beautiful. Let's see, let's feel the hand. Okay, that's nice. Nice in hand, okay. That's comfortable. All right, that's really cool. Oh man, that's really nice. So this is from Penchetta Knife Company out in Scottsdale, Arizona. Now, they have an online presence. Man, I'll tell you what, when I first discovered them, I found stuff that I've been looking for, and I love that. I love seeing stuff like that, where you can find knives that you couldn't find anywhere else, and to see that they have these. So I want to say, is it straight? Let me see here. Let me get my pen out. So technically, this is kind of a Persian. I would call this a Persian because it does have a little swoop to it. It's not, I mean, it's sort of a Persian in many ways, but this is supposed to look like an orca whale, which I definitely see that. And this is two different pieces of titanium. One looks like it's maybe Cerakoted or something. I'm not sure if that's PVD or DLC or Cerakote or anodized. I don't know. But oh, okay, that action's starting to be pretty nice. Still really crisp detent for sure. Okay, I like the fuller. It does work left-handed. I think, you know, if you were to tune this, maybe put some skiffs in there. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty crisp on this side. Oh wait, there we go. All right, so I'm thinking right angle here. Let's see, can we get? Okay. Okay. All right, I'm just trying to figure out. On the left, I can get in there. Definitely get the flip. It's a little stiff. I think if you were to put skiffs in there and then tune this just a little bit, because so it's great for a flipper. If you like a super strong, crispy detent, it's great. But the issue I have is when I disengage, so you got cutaway, nice chamfering on here, easy access to get into. But when you push, it's strong. It's strong. You got to push in there pretty strong. M398 blade steel is beautiful on here. I think that's super cool. Super cool. I mean, I like it. I like it. Yeah, that's nice. That is nice. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it's super strong. So if I were to buy this, all right, I'm back. All right, so pretty nice work. This is just a first impression unboxing. That's all we're doing. We're just taking a look, getting a little feel for this knife and this first impression. I was pleasantly surprised. I think, like I said, this has a lot of potential. It is a little challenging to work left-handed over here. It can be done. I think getting leverage over there, it's right-hand tip-up only carry, beautiful. Like I said, rounded everywhere. I like that. Is that functional jimping? Actually, it is. It is. That's nice. Okay. All right, so let's do a quick zoom. So here we are with the blade. You can see that. It's kind of a Persian. Nice fuller right there. It is accessible, but it is a strong lock bar. This is beautiful, almost seamless. You can see that everywhere. Hidden hardware on this side. You can see in here, weight relief. There's the inset liner lock right there. Engagement right there is a good 20, 25, 30%. Over here, we got the two screws on the clip and the pivot right here. Minimal. And over here, you've got minimal billboarding. It says M398 and the bio, maybe it's a bio series, that's what it is. And then the gecko over there. See the fuller over here, it's a little easier access. I would tune it just a little bit lighter because disengaging, that's a really stiff one, really stiff. I don't prefer that, even with big meaty fingers like this. Plenty of access to get in there, it's just really stiff, and sometimes a really stiff one can be uncomfortable. So beautiful all the way back there. As you can see, this beautiful back spine, everything works great. The clip, nice ramp going in and out, very comfortable. It does flex a little bit, so that's nice. All right. So let's go ahead and go back to it and get our nice little money shot here. And actually, let's wipe the cloth. Let's wipe the blade off so we can get a nice picture here. All right, so here we go. Nice, beautiful shot of the blade. What do you think? All right, so there we go. That's the knife. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Any of you guys have experience with this one, let me know. All right, well, hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or informative, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? And if you've already hit that like button, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button down below. Subscribing and liking the channel really helps me out, allows me to produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you to everyone out there who watches the videos, the content, part of the channel. I appreciate you guys so very much. If you haven't already, maybe consider hitting that notification button down below as well so you can be notified of future content like this and other videos. And a big shout out to my channel members. I appreciate you. You do two amazing things for me. You encourage me every week to keep going, right? Like a workout buddy. I don't do this full-time, I'm part-time, so thank you. The other thing is, by your generous support of the channel, you allow me to do things way sooner than I thought I could. Like check out stuff like this and be able to cover shipping and costs and stuff like that, and get stuff for like the big 10K giveaway like I showed you with the Shaman knife. Thank you to you guys out there. I really do appreciate you guys so very, very much. As a small way for me to say thank you, I do two things for the channel members. I do a once a month members exclusive giveaway. We also do a budget banger every week, right? But then once a month I do a members exclusive giveaway, $100 to $300 for members. That's my way to say thank you, that I appreciate you. And the other thing I do is every brand new member, I'd like to give you a channel sticker and a little thank you note. So email me with your name and address, and I'd love to mail you a channel sticker and a thank you note. And that goes for anybody who's currently actively a member, has never asked for a channel sticker, never received a channel sticker. Email me, name and address. That could be brand new members, that's usually what it is. Member who's been a member all along, just never asked, or someone who was a member and then became a member again. Any of you guys that want to email me with a name and address, I'd love to mail you a channel sticker and a thank you note. And then, anybody else, just thank you. Thank you out there. If you haven't already, check me out on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.